tick ta dum ta dum ta dum ta dum tick ta dum ta dum ta dum ta dum ta dum ta dum ta ti get 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 ta dum. Welcome to the next play along. Now we're going to be looking at the same theme that we had in the last play along, but we're going to be shifting it over into 7/8. So whatever time cycle you're in, similar forms would be adhered to in developing a solo. So in Adi Tala, of course, we had ta dim na ta ta dim na keta dim na dim dim nam ta dim na, and so on. So in 7 or 5 or whatever time cycle is being played, or tal as it's called in India, similar structures would be used in that they'd have a basic groove or time flow that they would start playing, and then introduce themes into that, develop longer compositions and resolutions. So for example, in 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 ta dim na dim dim na ta ta dim na dim dim na keta dim na dim dim na ta 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 kuku taka dinna ta dim, just to refer to the first play along that we did. So all of these play alongs can work in different time cycles, which is what we're going to do with the last one that we looked at. We're going to impose that onto 7/8, which is known as Misra Japu. Now these time cycles are loosely related to folk time cycles, or in their original history. So the talam clapping in South India is incredibly involved with claps, waves, finger counts. There's things with, you know, different sorts of waves, and it's actually incredibly complicated system. Of course, mainly used today are a certain number of tals or time cycles that performers use more regularly. But in the old days, there were many time cycles. So yeah, so these time cycles, there's the kind of the three main ones, really, you'd say, are the 3-beat Tisra Japu. You have Kanda Japu, which is 1 2 3 4 5 clap, wave, wave, clap, wave, wave. And this one, Misra Japu, which is wave, wave, clap, clap, wave, wave, clap, clap. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at our last lesson, our last play along. If you didn't see it, pop back to the last one, where the theme was ta dit taka dinna ta dit taka dinna ta taka dinna ta. That was the theme. That's the theme we're going to introduce into the 7-beat time cycle, the Misra Japu, and we're going to use the same groove as last time. Takita dinaka dinna, takita dinaka dinna, takita dinna, 3 3 2. And so you'll see that when you learn a lot of this material, you actually can then transpose it into many different time cycles. It's not like you learn one thing and then like you can only use that in 8 beats, or it's like it's all little modular building blocks that you build and put in different, you know, positions and different configurations, and build different rhythm work out of it. So let's start looking at the structure that we're going to use for this composition. So what we're going to have is our groups of 3 3 2 repeated 3 times, and then a group of 4 16th notes. So then we've got a group of 3 3 2 is equal to 2 quarter notes. So we've got 3 of those, so that's 6 quarter notes, plus one group of 16th notes is 7 quarter notes long. So 3 3 2 3 3 2 3 3 2 4 effectively. So we've got our time cycle here. Let's do it just with quarter notes for now. We'll take it a little bit slower. 3 4 and takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takadina, takita dinaka, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takadina. So it's pretty straightforward. Again, obviously we've got the fingering that will all come in to the last lesson, the stuff I was talking about, the the glissando, all in the last lesson. So refer back to that if you're struggling with me rushing through the fingerings for this composition here, because it's all done in detail in the last one. Takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takadina, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takadina da. So it's pretty straightforward. Fingerings are the same. Takadina at the end. 3 1 1 3. So that's the structure of the groove. That's the supporting groove. That's what the the solo phrases or the themes will be sewn into. So let's now look at that with our time cycle. 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takadina, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takadina, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takadina, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takita dinaka din, takadina da. So that's the basic groove that we've got, that we're going to set up and then start to integrate our solo phrases into it. So we know the playing technique. I'm just going to talk you through the structure with konnakol now, with phonetics. So the first phrase that we want to introduce into this is takadina. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have takita dinakadina twice, and then di takadina. Takita dinakadina, takita dinakadina, di takadina. I'll just do quarter notes for now. 3, 4, and takita dinakadin, takita dinakadina, di takadina, takita dinakadin, takita dinakadina, di takadina. So that's the first repeat. Takita dinakadina, takita dinakadina, di takadina, takita dinakadina, takita dinakadina, di takadina, da. So next up, we're going to have the time cycle with this. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Takita dinakadin, takita dinakadina, di takadina, takita dinakadin, takita dinakadina, di takadina, da. So that's the first introduction of the theme, and then basically we're going to have the same, but with the di takadina and the takadina. So the structure will be the same. We'll have 2 takita dinakadina, but we'll amend them when we get to the di takadina to introduce the shorter phrases. So first one, 3 4, and takita dinakadin, takita dinakadina, di takadina, 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 da. And then the next one, same thing, but the gap will be bigger towards that end phrase. 3 4, and takita dinakadin, takita dinakadina, takadina, takita dinakadin, takita dinakadina, takadina, takita, and so on. So then we get to the korepu sections, where we'll introduce the phrases with a slightly different construction to the groove elements. So the first korepu section, so this will be constructed with two groups of 3/16 and then the takadina, so that will add up to 7. Now the phrasing on the drum, because it's slightly different now with what we're going to play, the syllables first of all will be takita dikita ta di takadina takita dinaka ta di takadina takita dinaka ta di takadina takita dinaka ta di takadina 1 2 3 1 2 3 ta di takadina 1 2 3 1 2 3 ta di takadina. So very easy, leading with the 3, 3 1 3 1 3 1. Ta di takadina, same as before. So again with the time cycle, 3 4 and takita dinaka ta di takadina takita dinaka ta di takadina takita dinaka ta di takadina takita dinaka ta di takadina. Then the second korepu, the second reduction. So here we'll have a group of 3/16 notes, and then a note that is equal to 5 notes long, so a gap, effectively a gap of 5, and then the reduced phrase di takadina, takita ta ga di takadina, takita ta ga di takadina, takita ta ga di takadina. Actually, when I say a gap of 5, really it's a gap of 4, but it's the overall length of the note is 5. So that's what I'm kind of thinking of there. Takita ta 2 3 4 5 di takadina takita ta ga di takadina takita ta ga di takadina takita ta ga di takadina. So 3 1 3 1 2 3 4 5 di takadina takita ta ga di takadina takita ta di takadina takita ta ga di takadina takita ta ga di takadina takita takita di takadina takita 1 2 3 4 5 di takadina. Go back to the previous lessons and check out the counting the gaps scenario. So the next korepu, where the very short phrase takadina is brought into the mix. So here we just add another gap basically. So before we had takita ta ga 5. Now that 5 will be 7 notes long. So we'll have takita ta ga takadina takita ta ga takadina. Now counting for the 7 note gap, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 ta ga 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 ta go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1. So we'll have takita ta ga takadina takita ta ga takadina takita ta ga takadina. Then with the time cycle, 3 4 and takita ta ga takadina takita ta ga takadina takita ta ga takadina takita ta ga takadina. So then we can see now we've introduced all the korepus. Now we'd move on to the ending. Now we've already covered what to do with this technically, how to play the ending, how it's reduced. Ta di takadina ta, di takadina ta, takadina ta is the same. We're going to keep that the same, and then the ending gets changed so we fit into 7. So that's how this is going to work. So then after that, we're going to have tati geta tum ta 2 3 4, tati geta tum ta 2 3 4, tati geta tum ta. So that will sound all together with the clapping cycle. Will sound like this: ta di taka dinna ta di taka dinna ta taka dinna ta tati geta tum ta 2 3 4, tati geta tum ta 2 3 4, tati geta tum ta di taka dinna ta di taka dinna ta taka dinna ta tati geta tum ta 2 3 4, tati geta tum ta 2 3 4, tati geta tum ta. All with quarter notes. Ta di taka dinna ta di. Actually, another time cycle you can clap. You can clap quarter notes if you want, but you can also clap like that's the like the more folky version. Although it's very, very common in classical music, so you know I wouldn't be reluctant to refer to it as a folk clapping cycle. But it's more folky than the pure hardcore classical talams. So you can clap 1, first finger, second finger, and then same as Arditala, as far as the clap wave. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Ta di taka dinna ta di taka dinna ta taka dinna ta tati geta tum ta tati geta tum ta tati geta tum ta. So either clapping cycle is fine. Obviously you're going to want it to be a bit faster than that. Tati taka dinna ta di taka dinna ta taka dinna ta tati geta tum ta tati geta tum ta tati geta tum ta. Practice it slower, move up to faster. Again, tati geta tum ta, tati geta tum 3 1 3 3 tum, tati geta tum ta tati geta tum ta tati geta tum ta. So that's the basis of the composition. I also do an alternative ending for this, which is the same as before. Instead of ta di taka dinna, we have ta di kita taka tadi kita dom di kita taka tadi kita dom kita taka tadi kita dom kita taka tadi kita dom ta 2 3 4 kita taka tadi kita dom ta 2 3 4 kita taka tadi kita dom ta. So that's that ending. So you know, spend a bit of time with this play along, because it's a little bit more challenging than the ones that have gone before, but very rewarding when you can slowly piece it all together and get it fluent and in time, and be able to sort of really get the technique together on the drum and make it sound great, and sing and groove and everything that will get you a gig, basically. There you go. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and please do share this. You know, I'm not on social media. I'm not on, well, I suppose you call YouTube social media, but I think of it more like as a book release or releasing a DVD or something, as you know from the comments not being on and stuff like that. You can always email me. I'm welcome to anyone wanting to contact me. So yeah, share it on your social media, because I'm not putting it out anywhere. And if you like it, that is. If you don't like it, then, you know, it's an ABBA video on somewhere, I'm sure. Anyway, see you later. Next play along is going to be interesting as well. So, 3, 4, and complicated ending. 3, 4, and three, 4, and takitutti nakatin, takitutti nakatin, takitutti nakatin, takatin, takitutti nakatin, takitutti nakatin, takitutti nakatin, takatin, takitutti nakatin, takitutti nakatin, ta ti 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 takatin, takitutti nakatin, takitutti nakatin, ta takatin, takitutti nakatin, takitutti nakatin, ta takatin, takitutti nakata ti takatin, takitutti nakata ti takatin, takitata ti takatin, takitata ti takatin, takitata takatin, takitata takatin, ta ti takatin, ta ti takatin, ta takatin, ta tatikitata 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 ti takatin, ta ti takatin, ta takatin, ta tatikitata 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 ti takatin, ta ti takatin, ta takatin, ta tatikitata tatikitata tatikitata. More complicated ending. 3, 4, and ta ti kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, ti kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, 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 ta kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, ta kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, ta ti kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, ti kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, 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 ta kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, ta kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, ta ti kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, ti kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, 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 ta kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, ta kita-kita-kita-kita-dum, ta